We've been told that a dog's lick is just a sloppy, affectionate kiss, a dog's way of saying, "I love you," right? But what if that's not the whole truth? What if there's a much darker reason behind that seemingly innocent gesture? In this video, we're about to uncover the real, unsettling reason why dogs lick you, and other untrue myths. First, let's clear up one of the biggest misunderstandings about dogs. When your dog wags their tail, it doesn't always mean they're happy. Sure, it could mean they're glad, but it might also signal other feelings. For instance, a slow and low wag can tell they're unsure, while a high and fast wag might indicate they're on edge or aggressive. And get this, the direction of the wag matters too. Research shows that if they're wagging more to the right, they're probably in a good mood, but if it's more to the left, they could feel uneasy. Now let's tackle another common myth. Dogs only eat grass when sick. While it's true that dogs might nibble on grass when they're feeling under the weather, they might also do it out of boredom or anxiety. Kind of like how we fidget when we're bored or nervous. Interestingly, studies reveal that only 22% of dogs that regularly eat grass actually throw up afterward, and just 8% showed signs of illness before munching on it. That said, if your pup is chowing down on grass like it's going out of style, visiting the vet might be a good idea. While grass is usually harmless, not everything they gobble up is as safe. Many folks think that if it's safe for us to eat, it must be safe for our dogs too, but that's not always the case. Quite a few foods are fine for us but can be downright dangerous for our furry friends. Take chocolate, grapes, macadamia nuts, raisins, and onions, for instance. These might seem harmless, but they can be toxic to dogs. It's a good idea to check in with your vet to learn which foods are safe and which to avoid. They can also help you create a healthy diet plan that keeps your pup happy and healthy. Now let's bust a myth that almost everyone believes, that 1 human year equals 7 dog years. This old rule probably started because people noticed that humans live around 70 years, while dogs usually live about 10, but that's not precisely accurate. Small dogs can often live up to 15 years, while some larger breeds might only make it to about 8. Plus, dogs grow up way faster than we do. According to the AKC, a dog's first year is roughly equivalent to 15 human years. After that, each year of a dog's life equals about 5 human years. So it's a bit more complicated than the old 7 years rule. Let's tackle a myth that's a bit on the playful side. A lot of people think that only boy dogs are the ones who hump, but guess what? Girl dogs do it too. And it's not always about being frisky. Humping can be a way for dogs to show who's boss, or it might just be their way of saying, "I'm so excited, I don't know what to do with myself." But humping isn't the only thing that both male and female dogs do. Ever thought that only boy dogs lift their legs to pee and mark their territory? Well, think again. Girl dogs can get in on the action too. When they're in heat, they might lift their legs to let the boys know they're around, or just to claim a spot as their own. Size matters here too. Smaller females are often more likely to lift their legs than bigger ones, so whether you have a boy or girl dog, these behaviors are expected. Now, a common misconception that affects all dogs, the idea that dogs need to chew on bones. Dogs love to chew, and it's great for keeping them calm and cleaning their teeth, but real bones can be dangerous. They can splinter and cut up your dog's mouth, throat, or stomach. They can also be so hard that they break your dog's teeth. And if you boil bones, they might fall apart and cause choking or get stuck in your dog's stomach. So instead of letting your dog chew on whatever they find, like your favorite shoes, giving them nylon or rubber toys like a bendy bone or a Kong is safer. These are tough enough to handle your dog's chewing without hurting their teeth or tummy. Let's talk about another common mistake dog owners make regarding their dog's health: shaving them in the summer. Keeping them cool seems like a good idea, but it can actually cause more harm than good. When you shave your dog, you're stripping away their natural shield against sunburn and bug bites. And if your dog has a double coat, hello shepherd and retriever owners, you're also taking away their built-in system for regulating body temperature, which could lead to overheating. before you give your furry friend a buzz cut, it's a good idea to chat with your vet to figure out what's really best for them. Now let's switch gears and bust another myth that might make you think twice about your dog's toys. Most people believe that dogs are colorblind, but that's not exactly true. Dogs can see colors, they just don't see them like we do. For instance, red appears dark, like brownish gray or black, while yellow, orange, and green all look kind of yellowish to them. But here's the kicker: they see blue well. So next time you grab a can of tennis balls, consider picking up blue instead of green. They'll stand out more against the grass, making playtime fun. While the colorblind myth is harmless, knowing the truth can help you choose better toys for your pup. This next myth can actually mess up your relationship with your dog if you don't realize it's wrong. The idea that you need to be the pack leader. We've all heard the stories about wolf packs having an alpha wolf who runs the show. Since dogs are descendants of wolves, many people think they must be the alpha of their dog, or their dog will try to take over. But here's the thing. Wolf experts like Dr. David Meck have changed their views. They now say that wolf packs function more like a family, where the leader is more of a parent figure than a bossy dictator. So what does this mean for you as a dog owner? It means you don't have to worry about dominating your dog. You don't need to stress about letting them walk ahead of you, eat before you, or hop up on the furniture. These choices should be based on what you're comfortable with, not on a fear that your dog will think they're in charge. And while we're on the topic of alpha behavior, let's debunk another myth: the idea that playing tug-of-war with your dog will make them aggressive, or that letting them win will make them think they're the boss. This just isn't true. In fact, playing tug can actually strengthen the bond between you and your dog. It's a fun way to interact, it gives you both a bit of a workout, and you can even use it as a training tool. Your dog can learn commands like drop it or bring it back, and you can mix in some tricks between rounds. So go ahead and enjoy a good game of tug with your pup. It's all about building that connection. Now, these next myths are more than just about keeping your dog happy. They can really affect their well-being. Let's start with the idea that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Here's the scoop. It's not exactly true. Both humans and dogs carry billions of bacteria in our mouths, but they're different kinds. Most of the bacteria in a dog's mouth won't harm us, which is probably how this myth got started in the first place. Now here's a big mistake that could actually harm your dog. Some people think that if their puppy has a potty accident indoors, rubbing their nose in it will teach them not to do it again. This is totally false. Doing this doesn't show them where they should go. It just makes them scared of you. Instead, clean up the mess with an enzymatic cleaner to remove the scent, so they're not tempted to go there again. Then, take your puppy outside, show them the right spot, and praise them when they get it right. They'll love you for your patience, and maybe even give you a big slobbery kiss, which leads us to the next myth. When your dog licks you, it might feel like they're giving you a sweet little kiss, but the truth is a bit more wild. If your pup is licking your face, it might be channeling its inner wolf, trying to get you to cough up some food, just like wolf, fox, and coyote puppies do to their moms when they return from a hunt. So weirdly, it's actually a compliment. They see you as their caregiver. But that's not the only reason your dog might be licking you. Some are a little less cute. Dogs are into salty, stinky things, so if you're a bit sweaty, they might be licking up the salt from your skin. It's kind of funny and maybe a little offensive to think about, especially if your dog licks you more than anyone else. They might also try to get a taste of any food lingering on your hands or face, or even give you a little grooming session. Understanding your dog's behavior is the first step to strengthening your bond. If you notice any of these signs, use them as an opportunity to improve your relationship. For example, ever wanted to know why your dogs stare at you? Find out right here. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on keeping your dog happy. See you in the next video.